This week we're going to take a look at the history of price change on the day that the USDA releases a series of reports on January 12th. We're also going to take a look at updated South American growing conditions, focusing this week on Argentina, and wrap things up looking at unshipped export sales of U.S. corn. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. First of all, I want to wish each and every one of you a Happy New Year here. Hope you have a good year in 2024. We're going to start out this week looking at January 12th. And the reason we focus on that is that there are several USDA reports that are going to be released that day. Updated supply demand, grain stocks, as well as the first estimate of winter wheat seedings for 2024. What we're going to do today is take a look at the history of price change for March corn futures on the day that those reports are released. Let's start out looking at that chart today. Again, this is the day, the closing price for the day that those reports are released compared to the previous day. Not every year, but several years here you can notice there's a fair amount of price volatility. Last year, 15 cents higher. A couple years ago, almost 25 cents higher. Now several years before that, not much change. But here's the key message. There is the distinct possibility of price volatility on the day those reports are released if there are bullish or bearish surprises. We strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to have your risk management positions in place prior to the release of these reports. Let's shift gears now and focus on South America. This week we're going to look at South American corn production, in particular looking at Argentina. Now, looking at this chart here, courtesy of Soybean and Corn Advisor, we're looking at Argentina this year having the potential for a significant rebound. We've highlighted here that in 22-23, Argentina produced 34 million tons. This year, USDA is forecast to produce 55 million tons. Here's the key message to highlight. That's 21 million tons higher than a year ago, or 827 million bushels. So it's over a 50% increase in crop size compared to last year, potentially. Speaking of Argentina, let's look at where that corn is grown. Looking at our map here, there are several key provinces: Córdoba, Buenos Aires, Santa Fe, and Santiago del Estero. Those are the key provinces. Some of the corn in those provinces is pollinating as we speak. We all know how critical weather is during corn pollination. Let's take a look at the short-term weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-storm weather. We're starting out here looking at the last 30 days, a proxy of subsoil moisture. You can see across those areas, again, corn is starting to pollinate, probably around 15% done. Very good moisture, near normal or above normal moisture. Now let's move on to next week. You can see there's a series of thunderstorms forecast to move across Argentina if you read that copy. So we're looking at the potential for more rain during pollination. Let's quantify the next 14 days here in 22 and 23. Beg your pardon, this is 24. Next 14 days here, we're looking at very good moisture, normal to maybe slightly above. Let's contrast that with a year ago. Let's go back to 2023. Look at all that red area a year ago. Very dry a year ago, and that contributed to poor weather during pollination. Let's shift gears now and focus on export trends in the U.S. We're looking at unshipped sales here. What we want to do is highlight Japan. Japan has 116 million bushels of unshipped sales. Here's the key message. While the absence of buying from China has weighed on U.S. exports, there has been improvement in export demand, particularly from the Far East and especially Japan. In fact, those unshipped sales to Japan are now the second highest in 10 years. So these lower prices are encouraging at least some export interest. Let's wrap things up this week looking at long-term trends in December corn futures. Now, December corn, as we tape here on Tuesday, is trading near $4.97 a bushel. You can see that's well below the last few years. However, it's well above some of those years when we saw higher carryouts. And here's a key message. Notice some of those years, a year like 2020, a year like 2015, the price did decline from now through the end of February, which is that crop insurance period. So again, we strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to get your risk management positions for new crop corn in place. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.